Hello, everybody. Welcome back to How to Tankard. Today, we shall be teaching you about the starting deck of Auger Order. Auger Order is a deck that was, you know, annoying, but it's something. It is also considered the weakest faction in the game. So use this if you have a little bit more experience. There's plenty of things to go into the Auger Order faction, including but not limited to the loopholes, the contracts, and Kira. Need I say more? So, well, I think that gives a perfect explanation of Auger Order in a nutshell. Let's get started with the video, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers. How does that always happen?
Hello, everybody. As I stated before, we'll be teaching you about the Auger Order starting deck. Now, the Auger Order has a special property about themselves. They can discard one hand from their hand per turn. One card from their hand. Some cards in the Auger Order deck have a discard ability, like this one. When I discard it, I get to reveal a card from my opponent's hand, which is Kaposi over there.
Hello.
Discarding a card means putting it in the deck, and when you put it in the deck, it'll put it at the bottom of the deck and let you draw a new card. I get to see what card he has, and I get to see that he has reparations, and I get to draw another card.
I think it just shuffles it randomly into the deck.
No, it puts it at the bottom.
Oh, it does? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You'll
You're trying
learn
to
something
mint
new
discard
every
card?
day.
Now, if you're quick enough, if the discarded card doesn't have a discard ability, you can try and get a quick glance at the card as it's being turned over into the deck. If you can see that, well, good job, you have good eyes, and you get to know what cards they have in their deck.
Unless your opponent has their cards hidden.
Now, Auger Order also has another special thing called contracts. Contracts are cards that a condition has to be met, and if it is, it gives you a powerful ability for either a turn or for the duration of the effect. These usually do not have a discard ability, but once the condition is no longer met, the spell is discarded and put into the graveyard. This is Reiteration. When I cast a spell from my hand that isn't a legendary, nor contract, I get another copy of it in my hand. He's not supposed to know that, so he's gonna act like he didn't hear anything, and act like he
Yes, I will.
doesn't know what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So... yeah, it's kind of hard to act like we didn't hear anything when we're explaining stuff to the camera.
Now, I'm going to play a special card called Messenger Raven. The last word is that both players draw a card, but I'm going to be discarding it, so it's going to have a discard effect. Both players move the top creature of their deck to the graveyard. So even if the next card on here is a spell, it's going to be whatever the next creature is. It'll instantly move it on top of the graveyard. In which mine was a
Oh,
Gate
come
Guardian,
on.
and his was a Lawless Firebrand. A Lawless Firebrand is a multi-blocker creature which allows the creature to block two creatures when blocking or block the same creature twice.
Hold
It
on.
has 3 attack and 10 health.
If you don't mind,
When it
so
gets a kill-
so the audience can get a better look, I'm just gonna bring this up to the camera. Yeah, you can see the one right in the center of the frame. That's Lawless Firebrand.
When it gets a kill, the opponent takes 2 direct damage. When it is discarded, the opponent takes 1 direct damage. It can be good for getting that last bit of damage you truly needed. I'm going to play another card this turn called Reparations. It gets to kill an enemy creature with 5 or less attack. In which that eager farmer, perfect demonstration to end its entire existence. Reparations, baby.
Yay.
And because of Reiteration, I get the same spell again for when he places down another creature inevitably. When I discard this card,
I am
it'll give a random
inevitable.
enemy creature on his side -2 attack. If I were to discard it right there, then it would have ended not good because I still would have taken 1 damage.
That's just a simple Gate Guardian.
Remember that discard effect I told you about? Because he only has one creature on there, it'll auto-focus that creature, therefore making it a 0/4 and a strictly only defender card. I'm going to play a
If I
card
had a
called
trombone, I
Field
would.
Bureaucrat. The spells in my hand will cost 1 less mana, but if I discard it, a random spell in my hand will cost 1 less mana. But if I play it out, and as long as it's out in the field, all spells in my hand will cost 1 less mana, shown as the green mana bar text. I'm now going to end my turn and let him continue.
Doo-doo-doo, doom shaboom.
He has killed my spellcaster Bureaucrat, which means I no longer get the effects of its spell. My spells have been reduced to their normal price.
Let me show a card to the camera. This is improvised laws. Stop trying to get a look. Its ability is draw your top contract, and when it says otherwise, it means if it cannot draw a contract. Basically, if there are no contracts in your deck, you just draw a random card. But I am about to use its discard ability, which is to shuffle a random contract from my graveyard back into my deck, basically allowing me to reuse it.
But you don't have any contract spells in your
Unfortunately,
graveyard.
I don't have one in there. But if I did, I would use that.
So would I.
Although, I can use this funny little thing called Escape Clause, which normally it would give all friendly loophole creatures +1 to their health, but its discard ability makes a random non-loophole creature loophole, and that being a friendly creature. So, doing that, I can do
now,
that.
let me explain what loophole is. Loophole means when that creature attacks, the only creatures that can block it are the creatures with the same attack power or lower.
And I'm
While
also
that may sound useless, there is a card that makes it extremely useful.
We'll explain that if we get there. And I'm going to place down a
Which
medicine
most likely will,
carrier,
considering Auger Order's
which,
the
when
worst action in the
activated,
game.
which is you tap it on the head, you gain 1 life, but you can also discard it to gain 1 life if you really can't play it.
So, yes, if that's what you were thinking, it's just the better Aurelus healer.
Kinda.
I'm going to use the discard ability of the Messenger Raven once again.
Raver? We having a party up in here?
Oh my god. And
Oh,
I got rid of
come on.
his another good spell. Ooh, this is the card that I was talking that makes Loophole very, very useful.
Oh, I have it,
This
but...
card is Offensive Acumen. When 3 or more creatures on my side have more health than attack, this card will activate. Then, after that, all friendly creatures deal damage based on whatever their health is. So if I have a 2/7 creature, well, that's doing 7 damage. And if it has Loophole, it can only be blocked by creatures that have 2 or less attack. If I made it have 0 attack, it would deal 7 damage and cannot be blocked by creatures with any attack power. Therefore,
So,
making
for
it
instance, if I had this thing out, it may look like it does 0 attack, but when Defensive Acumen is active, it does 4 damage and cannot be blocked by anything except something with 0 attack, either artificially made or the one card that has naturally 0... One of 2 cards that has naturally 0 attack.
one of 3 cards that has naturally 0 attack.
Sorry, my bad.
This card is called Shield Enchantment. I get to give a random friendly creature +2 health. If it was below its full health, I get to draw a card from it. But if I discard it, it'll give a random friendly creature of mine +1 health. But I only have 1 creature, and I can't discard any more cards this turn, so I shall give it to my 1 medicine carrier.
Alright then. Then I shall play a Gate Guardian and a Dove.
You see how he has more spells than me? I don't think so.
Oh no.
Or more minions than me? I don't think so. I'm gonna play that card, which I explained earlier.
Oh. Please tell me that's not what I think it is.
It is.
It's Defensive
I'm gonna play
Acumen.
regular old Orcish Explorer, then gain 1 health because I can do that.
And then I will play my Arbiter of Garsang, which
Oh my
its
God.
death blow ability is it gains +2 health. So basically, if it took 2 damage and killed something, it's basically like it taking no damage. And when it's
If it
discarded, you
takes
can
1
heal a
damage and
random.
kills something,
You can I finish, please?
no.
Oh, fine then. You explain.
If it were to be attacked by a 1 health creature and kills it, it would be gaining 1 health net. When it is discarded, you can heal a random friendly creature to full health. So if you remember that lawless run that we had, well, if that's at 1 health and it's the only creature on the board, you discard this card, that's going right back up to 10 health. Very useful in some cases.
Uh-huh. For instance, you could see its death blow ability just activated there.
This card is called Parchment Barrage. When my opponent did not cast more spells than me in the previous turn, I get to draw an extra card at the start of my turn.
And that lasts until your opponent plays more spells than you.
This card I just played is called Altering Fate. I get to look at the top 4 cards of my deck, and I get to put all of them back in an order I choose, and then I get to draw 2 cards. So, the smart thing to do here would be to take the cheaper cards and allow me to use them sooner. And because that spell right there was Reiteration, I get to have that spell once more.
Also, I feel like you should mention that when Reiteration is used, like when it copies a spell, it does banish itself.
So you cannot bring it back with improvised laws.
And look what I'm about to do right here.
Oh no.
Defensive
That would
Acumen.
be Defensive Acumen. This would be an accurate use of Defensive Acumen. Which means this guy right here, I can't defend it because it has 0 attack and it has Loophole. And it's still going to deal 4 damage to me. Yes, that's as powerful as it sounds.
Although, it's really
keep in
good when you
mind-
have a loophole deck going.
Nah, you're damn right. It's annoying. So annoying. Oh my god.
And,
I'm gonna play a
then you
card called
and then you play
Forceful
Grand
Acquisition.
Tutoring with Kira and raise all hell. We'll explain that later.
I'm going to play Arbiter of Garsong. I get to gain... Wait a second. Oh! He misunderstood how strong his defensive acumen is. Notice how he only has 3 creatures there that have more health than their attack.
Oh,
If I were to make that number 2 with this card right here called Forceful Acquisition, I get to gain control of an enemy creature that costs 8 or less mana, but it loses 4 of its attack power. But I don't care for that, as it disables his ability to use Defensive Acumen.
oh,
But that also gives
Thanks.
me Defensive Acumen.
oh no,
And now,
no.
if I were to take Peaceful off of this,
Oh dear.
this would be a flight creature with 6 damage. Yes, that's as powerful as it sounds. Welcome to Auger Order. It's the worst deck in the game. You know, it can be good.
Can.
Not often, but it can.
Can is the operative word. Perfect.
Now, he did cast more spells than me, which that's a problem. Not a problem for me, though, because guess what I can take? Forceful Acquisition on his 0-4 Loophole. He cannot defend this loophole. Keep that in mind. And now he's going to take 4 damage for free.
I don't know. You might win this one.
This guy
I'm
is going to hit. This guy, I forgot
Praying
to
for
explain it,
winner.
my bad. When you gain life, it gains 1 health. And because this guy is healing me every single turn when I activate him, he's continuously gaining more health. Which is with defensive
I'm in
acumen,
danger.
more damage. Damn right. Damn right. It can be good, usually isn't. Welcome to Auger Order. We take the damage here. Keep in mind, in this game, health is a resource. It is meant to be used.
Not really a scarce
And,
resource, depending on what you're playing.
What he said.
Oh, Christ.
I get to bring Parchment Barrage back into my deck because I use Improvised Laws. Now, I get to use Reparations, which allows me to commit Despacito
That's
to
what
one
I
of his
want!
creatures. Specifically, this one, because that card can defend this 0-4 loophole creature, because it has 0 attack.
I didn't even think about that.
I did. That's why you need big brain to play Auger Order. Keep that in mind.
And...
He slain my horse, but I did take down 2 minions with it.
Oh, but you see, I have my
Everything
another
can be
horsey!
Everything can be cannon fodder if you think hard enough.
Yes.
But guess what? That horsey he places down, I get to kill that horsey because of Reparations. And I get to place down one of my own. Welcome to Auger Order.
That's just how it goes.
So, while it may
I'm
look
in
like this guy only does
danger.
1 damage, he's doing 7 damage because of defensive action, which instantly kills that guy. But also leaves him open to attacks.
No, I'm not
Once
gonna
I
take
actually might win one of these videos.
that. Yeah, for once.
Ah,
You're a better Auger Order player than I am.
yeah. And don't you main Auger Order? Don't you?
No!
Good.
Dude, my
You have a
ranked
soul.
deck is a plundering. We'll get to ranked in a future video.
Notice I got that Parchment Barrage back in my deck? Well, here it is.
Well, I think that means that thing's about to deactivate.
You're damn right. Now, remember when I talked about
when
Lawless
you see two
Firebrand?
Parchment Barrages active, one of them is gonna go within a turn.
Remember when I talked about that Lawless Firebrand, considering how it has 3 damage and 10 health? Yeah, it's gonna be doing 10 damage after I summon it. Escape Guardian, 4 damage. Look at my hand, this is a beautiful hand, is it not? I get to heal 1 health, push this guy forward because he cannot defend. Then, end my turn. And keep in mind, he can't push his bird either because I got a bird to take care of that.
I probably should have played my reiteration, but that's fine. Oh, I did play a reiteration.
Ah. Now, you can see his feeble attempt to try and bring this one back, but Auger Order's like a stone on a hill. Once it goes up, it's all downhill from there. And now, I'm the one in charge. He cannot push forward any minions, or else he will be instantly killed by the Lawless Firebrand. This guy can't be defended still. This guy's giving me health every turn. This guy's defending his flight creatures from attacking, while insta-killing them at all times. This guy does 4 damage, but doesn't have loophole yet.
And he hit me with the 1-2, fuck you. Oh, thanks. Real useful.
Where's your defensive acumen?
Yeah, I wish I had one of those.
Alright, well, I get that Parchment Barrage back.
Unfortunately, quite a useful card that we don't get to explain.
And I get the Parchment Barrage because I decided to play the card itself. Now I get Parchment Barrage again.
Zero.
Welcome to Auger Order, baby. Woo!
How many times have you said that?
Yeah, it can be very annoying, but it's also very, very, very
I
weak
was
without
about to
any
say, should we
It
tell
requires
them?
a lot of setup to play, and if they got a rush deck or something to kill you extremely quickly, you're done for. Goodbye. Good night.
Can I tell them about a card that we don't have in these decks, but that they might
No.
really want to know about?
Are you talking about
Okay,
pack?
let me
No.
bring this
No,
to
no,
the
no, 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 no.
camera. No?
We'll explain it when the video gets to it.
Fine.
Actually, you know what? Screw
It's
it. I'll
not.
explain it.
It's
So,
not in the. Frick you. Nah.
yeah, I know. You talking about Pact?
Yes, I'm talking about Pact. Bring
So
that
Pact
closer.
is an extremely powerful card that when you it's
Center it
basically
more.
a get out of jail free card.
Move it
I'll
a
let
little
Kaposi
to
explain
the.
this.
That's good. That's good.
I'll let Kaposi explain this one.
Whatever. So, its condition is you have 5 or less life. That's basically like when it activates, and it'll give you 10 health when that happens. So it's basically like you get a second chance at life. That card was recently changed to 5 life. It used to be when you get below 10 life. So they've kind of nerfed it now, but I just
Still
thought
a very useful card.
it's very useful, and you should definitely know about it if you're a new player.
Now he's trying to attack me with his 9 health creature. He thinks he's safe. No, not with defensive action.
Oh, I'm attacking? Oops.
Instantly killed.
Oops.
Oopsie daisy. Now I get to draw 2 cards every turn. And guess what? I get to give a random creature loophole. Let's hope it's something useful. This guy gets loophole. It doesn't help much because every creature can still attack him, but hey, maybe it helps. Keep this guy back. He still can't defend this guy over here. Actually, no, he can with that guy. So I'm gonna keep him back now. But I do need to make space for some new minions, so we're gonna push forward these guys really quick, you know? Let the game begin.
Alright. Oral Healer versus Oral Healer. Both die.
They're both dead. They're both kind of bad cards. The bird defends the bird.
Burb
The
defends
bird
Burb
defends
again.
the bird. The loophole is finally defended, but not damaged. Keep that in mind. It doesn't damage them. Oh my god, that's overpowered. That's... He's dead, but only takes 1 damage. Now he only does 3 damage. But now, he is weak in combat. And he's hit the game called Card Dead. He's done for. Done
Yes.
Gone. He cannot push forward any of his bird creatures or else they will die instantaneously.
This is what we call being knee-deep in shit.
Yep. And he can defend this guy 1 more time, but after that, it may as well just be good game.
Yeah, after that my Burb is done.
I don't think you got more burbs in there.
Burb is Burb.
Burb? Who eat a burb? Uh-oh. Now,
Why am
there
I
are
getting
some
all
decks that are
dedicated
based
butlers
around
from
this
those
feature.
draws?
There are some decks that are based around entirely defensive acumen.
This,
We
I think this
go
is
into
good.
future videos.
This is huge.
And he gets reiteration, so he gets to play it again against this guy. Ah, smart move, my friend. Smart move. But you forget something? I get to draw a card if I can heal a creature that's below its max health.
Uh-oh.
Now I get a free card draw, and... oh boy, he's not gonna like this. I'm gonna start gaining 2 health at the start at every turn. This guy getting constantly stronger and stronger by 2 damage every single turn.
If only I had had a little thing called Breach of Terms.
Yep. We'll go over that in the future video. It's not in this deck, I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't
if it
think
was,
so.
I would actually have one. I would actually...
Probably. I'm just gonna let you just cannon fodder me at this point.
Notice how this game's loophole. If I were to get rid of its pacifist, he would be taking a solid 6 damage every single turn.
Yes. That is why those things have pacifist.
I'll have to settle for this guy gaining 2 damage every turn. And another flight creature. That does 4 damage every turn that he can't defend. Now, I do believe, my good sir, that is almost good game.
Okay. Yeah, almost. You're basically just gonna cannon fodder me at this point.
I'm not in the process of card dead, but he is. And this is where the game ends. He cannot defend my final few minions. This
really can't.
makes the game come to a close. And this has been How to Auger Order. This is how to Tankard, and that's how you play Auger Order starting deck. Auger Order is a very powerful faction that needs an incredible amount of setup, which is why it's considered the weakest faction in the game. And it still stands. Even if you can do something like all of that, you're not getting there if they can kill you in turn 5, because you're not placing down minions. This is what happens to players who use Auger Order.
Yes.
They get dunked on. This has been How to Tankard. Signing off for now. Cheers.